is that Jim Dolan owns both the Rangers and the Knicks.
And they couldn't be more polar opposite from one
But
another.
the thing about it is, he hired Glenn Sather, who hired Jim Gordon, who they didn't let go. They kept him as a GM. Now, we don't have Jonathan Taves. We don't have Sidney Crosby. We don't have, the top-end, great superstar talent. But what we do have is a collection of guys that have bought into being a Ranger, being a part of what is supposedly a loyalty to a franchise that has a history. It's not all decorated with Stanley Cups. But, when you talk about successful franchises going to the playoffs and all that other stuff, it's one of those. It's definitely a team that you can take pride in.
Remember,
so that just goes to show you that there's competent people running the organization. They're making competent decisions. They're trying to always stay relevant and competitive. They don't have Ovechkin. They don't have, like I said, Sidney Crosby. They don't have Tavares.
Right, but they're pretty damn
good. What do they have? They have a collection of guys who they have looked at and said, look, this is who we want our team to be. This is what we want our team to look like. And they put together a good group of guys. Now, whether or not it can win a Stanley Cup,
there's no guarantees ever.
No guarantees
you may have
ever.
a team that right now is out of the playoffs looking in that winds up winning it. Hot goalie, a couple of key goals.
You just never know.
I look at the Islanders the last couple of years, the series they lost to the Penguins a couple years in a row, right?
Yep.
And the one 2 years ago, they had every right to win that series. They couldn't score in that overtime game.
Oh, it's unbelievable. But the point that I'm making is that it comes down to the people that you asked to run your franchises. Right. And I think we all thought that when they hired Phil Jackson that this was going to be great.
That was the
he had some secret elixir, and he was going to have the contacts and the dealings with the agents and the players.
I think they've gotten worse, actually.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Kurt Rambis here teaching a non-existent defense as defensive coordinator, and Phil Jackson supposed to be in the Zen art of mastering this and that and up and down. I think this year, of all the years Carmelo's been here, and there's been a lot of crap. The Stoudemire fire extinguisher, the bad back, your wife tastes like Fruit Loops, all the craziness, right?
Yeah.
I think this year, on the heels of the Oakley thing, so it's fresh, this might be the worst one yet. This might be because expectations were also 45 to 50 win super team. Yeah. Let's go kill. Let's enjoy a little playoff basketball. And they've had only glimpses of that type of hoop. And now you have Charles Oakley. Then you have all the other crap that's now coming out. And at the end of the day, it blows chunks.
In 20 years from now.
Yeah.
Could this happen to Carmelo?